That's it. It's that time. It's your fault. You clicked it. Nobody made you. As your own doing, so suffer with it. But you're here, so we're gonna tell you about stuff. We got a good show for you today. We got some great tunes from Clare Dunn. We're gonna talk to her as well. Play one of her new videos. She's got some good stuff going on. There's a book that's gonna be coming out pretty soon. We're gonna tell you about that. If you don't know, you've been sleeping under the bridge. Not this one because it was on fire a while ago. I got a video of that, by the way. The PBR is here in Fort Worth, and the PBR Finals is kicking off. And not only is the finals kicking off, there's a lot of other stuff going on the entire week for you to check out over in Cowtown. You can bounce between the Coliseum and Will Rogers, and you will not be bored because a lot of stuff's happening. We got some events coming up this weekend and next weekend. You got the Day Work Challenge in Roy City. You got the Work and Ranch Challenge out in Quitman. I will be at both of those, trying to take home a few bucks. We got your favorite odd news stories, some good stuff. We got some really good stuff about that. Outer Range. I finally muscled through the last 4 or 5 episodes last night, so I would be caught up to see what's going on. I still don't know what's going on, so we're going to ask you about that because I have no idea what's happening. I don't know if it's a Twilight Zone crash with Yellowstone. I don't know. It's not what you think it is, but we got that for you. Like we said, PBR is happening. Check this out. See what's going on with the PBR. When we come back, we're going to talk about a book.
The biggest party of the year is coming to the cowboy capital of the world from May 13th through May 22nd. The 2022 PBR World Finals. See the world's best bull riders go against the rankest bulls at Dickies Arena in Fort Worth, Texas. Plus, enjoy the free Pendleton Whiskey Concert Series and the PBR Cowboy Experience and Expo. Get your single-day tickets now at PBR.com or Ticketmaster.com. Don't miss the biggest party in PBR history.
All right. That wasn't me. That was the other guy. Now we're here. We're talking about stuff. We got this book. I got a book right here. I want to show you this book. I don't know if you know who's on the cover. You may not recognize that guy. I don't think anybody knows who that is. So check it out. This book's coming out in probably within a month or so, I would say. You can get this book and read it. I'm not going to tell you all about it. But what I do have is the guy that wrote the book, and he's here with us. And that is Andrew. He's here.
Great to be here. And that is Jose Vitor Leme on Whoopah for the highest scored ride of all time.
All right.
On the cover.
On the cover. And on the back, you got Flint doing his thing.
Gotta have Flint.
Gotta have Flint. You can't go without Flint doing his stuff. So let's talk about this. First of all, you're not new to big sports. You've been around big sports for a while. You dealt with some NASCAR stuff and with IMG putting a lot of stuff together for those guys. You led, the IMG College, which is the first international college for marketing sports. So, I mean, how does that happen?
I came over to IMG from NASCAR. So I started out as a trade journalist doing some writing and then got into PR at Pepsi, where was exposed to some of the sports there, but a lot of brand stuff. Yeah. And then I went into publishing at Simon & Schuster, and for some reason wound up in consulting at McKinsey & Company, the management consultant, then took a 180-degree turn and went into a different universe at NASCAR.
Yeah.
And I was responsible for the Off the Sports Pages press for NASCAR from 2003 to 2010, and then came over to IMG. Yeah. Now, you might recall WME, the Hollywood agency, which is now called Endeavor, acquired IMG, and then their first acquisition was PBR, then UFC, but PBR preceded UFC. Mm-hmm. I was very fortunate to be asked, "Are you interested in bull riding? Would you like to kind of try to help out?" I'd done some channel surfing, you know, when live in New York City, when it's on CBS. I'd catch it. I was by no means a fan, but I enjoyed it. Mm-hmm. Took me about 5 minutes, though, at an event. Went out to Thomas and Mack for World Finals in 2015. And said, I want to be part of this. This is really cool. So I've been fortunate to be overseeing PR since 2015 for PBR.
And that's what I was going to ask you about. Going from doing the big, the corporate thing, and the corporate, you're at an office most of the time, and a computer and a phone, and you get a call like that, and it's like, hey, the PBR, the bull riding, wants to talk to you. I mean, what are you thinking at that point? Like you say, you've seen it on TV or whatever. What are you thinking? Like, what am I going to do?
Well,
What is this?
you know, it reminded me of NASCAR because when I was working at NASCAR, I was in the New York office as well. Brian France and the France family had the vision of like MLB's on Park Avenue and all the leagues are there. The NFL's there. Let's open a NASCAR office on Park Avenue. So I was living in New York City, but then traveling to like Talladega, Alabama. And so it was, I felt it was kind of the same thing. Like I love that about NASCAR is being able to go to places outside of New York and seeing the real America. And I actually wrote a book at NASCAR called The Weekend Starts on Wednesday. I think this book is a little bit similar to that in terms of talking about the fan base and the lifestyle and the culture of the sport. So yeah, I enjoy getting out of New York and being able to see other parts of the country.
So now you talk about it in the book because I've done some reading. So when you get out, you talk about out there. You get out to Vegas. You got your fresh boots on, which they didn't stay fresh very long. You might have stepped in a few things. And so you get out there and you're behind the chutes and what I always like to hear from people when they go to PBR, when you watch it on TV and then when you get there, because it's a lot of people don't realize watching on TV and you're right there, you're in front of the bull, you're in the arena. How much of a shock was that from seeing the broadcast to actually seeing it live in person?
Yeah, the bucking chutes are intense. My first time in there, I never realized how absolutely intense it is when the rider settles down on the bull. And as you know, some of the most dangerous injuries happen inside that. It happens to be coffin shaped, which is kind of interesting. But yeah, it's intense. And what I tried to capture too in the book too is the mentality of the bull riders. You know, the focus and what's in their head when they get on that bull.
And so you've been out there, you've been with the guys. Was it like you say in the book, you know, like, hey, these guys must be nuts, this must be crazy. But then you get down there, you get in the locker room, you get around these guys, you're like, wait, this is not what I thought it was going to be.
Yeah.
These guys are not the crazy screw loose types that I was expecting.
Right. My first impression was that they were sort of like stuntmen or daredevils or like a guy at a circus being shot out of a cannon. Not at all. These are legitimate athletes doing something that's incredibly hard. When you think about the combination of core strength and just, you know, grip and balance, agility, and then the mental side of things beyond that is just, you know, these are some of the world's most incredible athletes. In fact, there's a chapter with Tommy Lasorda. Tommy was a huge PBR fan and had partial ownership of the bull that Chad Ochocinco tried to ride. Ocho lasted about dose, I think. Yeah, so, But Tommy had said, I can teach you to hit a baseball. I cannot teach you to ride a bull.
Yeah, there's you can't. It's just one of those things. It's you know, it's cause and effect. It's action reaction. You got it or you don't, because you're not like, you know, everybody tell you all the time, you're not going to overpower. You go to the gym all you want. You can pump all the iron you want. You're not going to overpower that bull. It's action reaction. It's right place, right time, muscle memory that's going to get that done, and that's just how it is. Now, in the book, you brought up something that a lot of people have forgotten about for a long time, and you talk about Joni riding Mr. T.
Yep.
People forget all about the women bull riders and about that he went, you know, he was 40-0, and she rode him in South Dakota.
You know, that was one of the chapters that I really stumbled upon where I had, well, first off, just how I got into it is I had been covering different parts of the sport for PBR.com and pitching in now and then, you know, Justin Falisco and Darcy Miller do such a fantastic job on that website, but now and then contributing a story and then maybe to our souvenir guide. And then during COVID, New York completely shut down. And partially to keep my sanity, but also I always in the back of my head, from the moment I met J.B. Mooney, first bull rider I ever worked with in an interview situation with J.B., and he started regaling me with these stories as he was going to go on the Stephen Colbert show. Colbert kept him waiting for like 4 hours. You know, J.B. stuck in the green room with me for 4 hours. 2 hours in, he starts warm. You know, this is the first time the guy ever met me, and starts telling me these just crazy stories. And in the back of my head, I'm thinking, there's got to be a book here. You know, I was so fresh at the time, but thinking about it, you know, how am I going to get into this book that I eventually wanted to do? Once COVID came and we were locked down, I kind of took my notes and sketches and quotes and past stories and edited and re-edited and rewrote, and then came up with this concept of of Love and Try. And then added some new stories. And Johnny Jonkowski was one of the people I had gotten in contact with, who just has this incredible story that I can't believe she's not a household name.
Yeah.
This badass female bull rider riding with one hand. At the time, women were supposed to ride with two hands.
Yeah.
Johnny only rode with one. She was a world-class athlete heading for the Montreal Olympics, was a sprinter and a hurdler. She clipped a high hurdle, completely hurt her back, and had her running career was over. And then she picked up, rodeo. She saw a sign for rodeo. She said, if I can sit on top of a bull, let the bull do all the work. And that's how she sort of got into it. And then began riding with the guys and rode these bulls that nobody else rode.
Yeah. Yeah. And that's crazy. And then you brought a lot, this book goes, there's so much. I can't tell you all the stuff in the book, but you got to check it out when it comes out. But I mean, you touched on everything. You touched on, you got the first family with Jerome and Tiffany. The Davises. You got Bond in there, Zeke. Like you said, Corona time, and then Craig Hummer, the unsung hero of the telecast is Craig Hummer. He's been there for so long.
Well, what was cool about Craig is, and again, the concept of Love and Try. Craig was an extreme athlete. I mean, he was an Ironman competing in Australia and won, I forget how many titles it was. That was one of the chapters I'd written a couple of years ago. But I think he won 12 or 13 like Ironman titles where he was the top of his game in this extreme sport with these giant waves, out on the ocean in Australia. So Craig really, shows the determination and sort of the mentality of a bull rider seen in the sport that he was doing. Yeah. And then you mentioned Jerome and Tiffany. I mean, the reason I started out the book with Jerome and Tiffany, I really feel like they're the heart and soul of the book in terms of, when you look at their situation, Jerome hurt severely. Yeah. He's paralyzed. They're in the hospital. The doctor, Tiffany is standing next to Jerome's mom. And the doctor's not even looking at her, kind of dismisses her. Oh, she'll leave him. She'll be one of the ones who doesn't stay with him. And here they are, two plus decades later, raising bulls. Now Jerome's about to coach the Carolina Cowboys in the team series. Yeah. But why I put that chapter first is not only their love story and how they really represent, I think, the heart of the values of PBR, but the love and the care of the bulls. Yeah. Wanted to immediately disabuse any notion that the bulls are mistreated. Yeah. And nobody does it better than Tiffany on these tours in talking about how she loves those bulls and how Jerome and her treat the bulls. So started out with that and went from there.
Yeah. I mean, there's so much stuff you get in there. I mean, you don't leave out, you don't forget Tandy. Tandy's in there. You go to the bullfighters in there. So, I mean, it goes from everything involved in PBR. Even if you're not, I mean, you got some dollar PBR fans, you got some rodeo fans, but even if you're not, a PBR fan and watching PBR all the time, the book is still got a lot of inspirational stuff in it.
That's my hope for this, in that, people come to PBR and a lot of them, they'll check it out, but they don't think it's for them. Yeah. It's a dirt sport. It's a sport with animals. It's really not for me, but I'll check it out. They check it out, and almost always our research shows they either like it or love it. Yeah. A lot of people come, check it out, become fans, and then we've got them. That's my hope for the book, that we can kind of get people in the tent, that we can expose them to bull riding, that we could tell some great stories, educate them, inspire them, and also raise some money for the bull riders, because my proceeds and PBR proceeds are going to the Western Sports Foundation to pay the medical bills of injured bull riders. Yeah. So
okay, all right. And so you're here this week, or for the next 2 weeks. PBR's in town. So what's going to happen? What can we expect?
Oh man, at our opening press conference this morning, Sean Gleason, our commissioner and CEO, had talked about how this is the first time in PBR history that after the regular season ended, the number 2 bull rider is now number 1. Dalen Swearingen came in, picked up points at the Velocity Tour, and leapfrogged Joao. So he's now in the number 1 position. So arguably, we have the closest championship race of all time. You got, Pacheco on fire, was like 53rd in the world not too long ago, and now he's moved up. Jose Vitor Leme coming off, two of the greatest seasons in history. He's battled some groin injuries this year, but don't count him out. There's enough points available. We're like the top 10. Anybody in the top 10, and Eli Vastbinder catches fire, he could win.
Yeah, he
so
could
it's going to be a really great event the next 2 weekends.
And I guess you got some other stuff going on too. You got ABBI stuff going on. You got the MBR, the miniature bull rider stuff going on.
Sure.
So
we, one of the reasons Vegas, great place to have our finals, and there was such a great run there. What Fort Worth offers is with Cowtown and Will Rogers, we can create programming that really is going to provide fans with not only the things like concerts and expos, but you got the Bill Pickett Rodeo at Cowtown. You've got the WCRA, the mini bull riders, as you mentioned. There's just so much for fans to see and enjoy over the next 2 weeks that we're really excited about it. It's incredible what the PBR team has done with our partners and the city of Fort Worth and Stockyards Development to bring this all together, and can't wait to start bucking bulls Friday night.
It's going to be a good time. So when this book is yet to be released, but what do you have in mind as far as where they're going to find it?
Well, actually, this is the first interview I've done for Love and Try, so I'm a little rusty with plugging where it's going to be. So thank you. I should have led with that. But PBRshop.com. Actually, tomorrow, Friday the 13th, is when we'll start taking pre-orders on PBRshop.com, and then it should be available at Amazon. Don't have yet the list of bookstores, but certainly Amazon and PBRshop.com. And as I said, hopefully fans enjoy the stories. It's got 90 plus color photos, and the proceeds are going to go help bull riders with the Western Sports Foundation. So hope fans can support it.
Okay. And then I guess if they're on Twitter, they can look it up too, right?
That's right. We're on Love and Try on Twitter. Thank you for that plug as well.
Yeah, it's there. Look it up. Twitter's a fun place. There's a lot of stuff happening on Twitter. You can get on there and stir up a lot of trouble on Twitter Spaces, or you can just have a good time. But it's all. So Andrew, Matt, we appreciate you coming in. We know you're a busy guy. PBR stuff's happening, but we'll let the folks know about that. And man, we wish you good luck this week. And
appreciate the support, and the coverage, and thanks for everything you guys do for the sport and Western sports in general. Really appreciate it.
Thank you.
Done playing these city boy games, done chasing those red-eye planes, and killing myself to reheat a flame. Done wondering who's on his line and what he's doing with all his time, and if I'm good enough for him to be mine. I just need a love that's simple. He could wear a Stetson or resist all. 'cause he's so easy to love like Sunday morning. Yeah, he's the strong and silent type. He makes me his first choice, so worth holding out for a cowboy, so worth holding out for a cowboy. Easy. It was so worth holding out for a cowboy.
Okay, makes sense. Check out that tune though from Clare Dunn. Google her. She's got songs and she sings them. Lindsay's here. She is here. Lindsay is here. Last Take Photography. She shoots stuff, not with guns, but with cameras.
Yes, I do.
Tell us about your camera taking. So what's the deal with the camera? What made you pick up that camera and shoot people?
I started shooting my boys playing football, and then it was a friend of mine, hey, can you shoot my band? So I started shooting bands and bars, and then ended up shooting barrel racing one time, and after that I was hooked. I came to Cowtown and shot the rodeo there, and I've never looked back. I found my place.
Okay. All right. So you're having a good time with that. You're shooting a lot of, like you said, the Cowtown. You're there all the time shooting stuff, and the folks are seeing your things. Is there a website they need to go to?
Yes, it's Last Take Photos.
Okay. It's on the internet. You can Google it.
It is. I'm on there.
You can Google it. Speaking of being on there, we got everybody wants to know about crazy stories. So we always have crazy stories. You got some crazy stories over there? Do you have anything?
Me?
Yeah. Here, I'll do this one. You can do the next. I'll do this one. You can do the monkey. If they want to call in, that's fine. If they don't want to Zoom it, if they want to do a phone, that's fine. They can ring a ding ding us. That's what happens when you're live. Live stuff, things happen. I have no clue. But if they want to ring a ding ding, that's fine. We ain't got to look at them. We got pictures of them. The museum, there's a museum. Where's this museum at? Indiana. An Indiana museum announced that workers were able to solve a 50-year-old mystery by opening a safe. And they discovered a sheet of paper with insurance information. Was it insurance on the safe? That it can't be opened? I don't know. The Ruth Mayer Museum in Elkhart said the wall safe had been in place since before the museum in 1973. It's believed that it's not been open for years longer than the museum's been in operation, so they decided to pop it open. After they opened it, they got the piece of paper with insurance information, and that was it. So, I wonder if they call somebody.
Hey, Pepper.
Hello.
I do have a guest on Zoom currently.
You do?
Actually, I do.
Okay. Who is that?
I work magic. Okay.
Who's on Zoom?
This would be Claire. Hey,
Oh, it
Claire,
is.
can you hear us?
Hey, yes, I can. Can you hear me?
We can.
There you are. We can hear you. We just watched your video.
Oh, well, thank you. Thanks so much for doing that. We filmed that here where I'm from, so that was a really special one. Are you talking about holding out for a cowboy?
Yes, but you missed it. But you know what happened though, right?
I've heard the plot ending before.
Okay. All right. So you are the 2022 female vocalist of the year for the Rocky Mountain Country Music Association. How'd that happen?
Oh, well, probably blind luck. That's been an award show I've wanted to go to for a long time. And while I've been in Nashville, I've been nominated and I've actually won a couple times. I was Entertainer of the Year in 2020. And of course, we all know how that all went.
Yeah.
So this was really cool because it was the first year I got to be there in person and I got to win that award. And I was just very honored. And I think probably more so than maybe anything else. Just getting to be recognized by your home state was really cool.
Okay, and so you're from Colorado. What is the town that you're from? Because I looked it up, and I'm probably going to say it wrong.
It's okay. Everybody does. It's Two Buttes.
Well, I thought it was 2 Buttes, but I was like, it looks like 2 butts, but I want to Google it because then I'll be on a watch list, and I was like, I'm not doing that.
Yeah, everybody makes that mistake. It's like Butte, Montana, except, 2 of them. So it's a tiny town of about 30 people at Christmas time when everybody's home and visiting.
Yeah.
And otherwise, it's just a little town, and we farm and ranch on the outside of town, and it was a great place to grow up. And I've always been real connected to my roots because, my sister and I grew up working the farm and ranch, working cattle, driving tractors, riding horses, whatever needed to be done. And so living in Nashville has always made me real homesick. So since COVID has happened and Nashville has seen now that we don't all have to be chained there 100% of the time. I love Nashville, but I can only do the city for so long. So I was real excited in some ways about COVID.
Well, speaking of getting out of Nashville, I seen the other day that you snuck off and did a little bit of roping with Fred Whitfield. How'd that go?
I did. Oh man, that was so much fun. Fred is a rock star, obviously, in the rodeo world, but man, just the most humble, the most gracious, the most just, patient, especially with me guy there is. And we just had a ball, and he's just such a class act, and I can't say enough good things about him. And man, what a freaking, Hall of Fame. He doesn't need, his record speaks for itself.
Yeah.
He's such an athlete, and still to this day, he's just awesome. So it was so much fun. It was hot. I sweat so much. It was a little embarrassing, but it was so much fun. So you've been working with Fred. So are you getting ready to make a rodeo run, or what about that? You never know. I've got a little bit of work cut out for me to get there, but roping is honestly something I've always wanted to learn to do. And I never, for our cow-calf operation, we don't rope and drag. My folks don't ride horses. So it was just something I just didn't ever really get a shot to learn. And what a way to learn, from 8-time world champ. It was, I couldn't have made that up any better.
Yeah. All right. So let's get into the singing part of this. So growing up, who did you listen to? What artists did you listen to that you liked, that kind of guided you towards your music career?
Yeah. So I have a wide range of artists that I listen to a lot because I spent a lot of time either driving a tractor by myself or driving a pickup, hauling water to cattle by myself. So music was really the only thing there was to keep you company and sort of keep your mind occupied. And out here, if you were listening to the radio station, it was either like a classic country station or it was classic rock. And then if you're listening to your iPod, you were listening to anything you could get your hands on. So a lot of Waylon Jennings, Merle, all those guys, Buck Owens. I'm a huge Buck Owens fan. Probably Dwight Yoakam. I still to this day listen to him more than anybody else in country music. I love Dwight. George Strait, all those guys. And then I had a lot of rock and roll influences. Bob Seger, the Rolling Stones, Tina Turner, and, being a kid, whatever else was popular at the time. So music was just my friend growing up and still is.
At what point did you decide and think, you know what, music, this is what I'm going to do. I'm going to do it.
I was about 6 or 7 when or maybe 5 or 6 when I had my first public performance, and I sang a George Strait song at a local Yeehaw reproduction in Boise City, Oklahoma. And I remember singing that song, and I still can see it all and hear it and feel the way I felt. And I remember finishing the song, and it seemed like people enjoyed it, and I know I sure as heck enjoyed it. So at that point, the bug bit me, and I just was trying to figure out how to sing anywhere I could, since that day. It's just been a passion for me since I was really little.
All right. And so with all the venues that you've played in so far, what is the one that's out there you're like, look, at some point I've got to play this?
Oh, easy. I have never played Red Rocks, and I would love to play that. I've played a lot of other great venues, but Red Rocks is definitely up there for me right now.
All right. And we got the fan favorite crazy questions. We got a couple of those. If your voice box fell out, you couldn't sing, what would you be doing?
Roping. No, I'd be trying to. If I couldn't do that, I've always been interested with the law, and I've always found that to be fascinating. But I'd be at home probably working on the farm and ranch. I love cattle. I love working with cattle, and so I'd probably be doing something like that.
What do you have coming up? What area? What are you headed to next? What's your next?
Yeah, we're headed back out on tour this year. This summer and late summer, we get kicking up, and I'm really excited about it. We're heading off to the East Coast, actually, first off, and then we wind our way back over into this part of the world. We're playing Colorado, Wyoming, South Dakota, Texas, a couple other places, just more out this way, which is what I've always wanted to do. And so now I'm finally getting to. So I'm super pumped.
All right. And between the bread, are we going mustard or mayonnaise?
Mayo and mustard. I like them both.
Oh, no. Combo. Okay. Combination. All right. Before we get out of here, where do they need to find you? What's the website, the best place to go look you up, check out your music, see where you're going to be? What's that spot?
Yes. Go stream my music on Spotify or YouTube or Apple Music, all those places. And if you want to see me at a show, visit my website, claredunn.com. And there should be a tab that says shows. We're updating that. So be on the lookout as we add more dates. Social media, please follow me on all places, TikTok. It's a fun time. Clare Dunn Music, no I in Claire, and that's me everywhere on social media, Clare Dunn Music. So give me a follow, and I'd love to chat.
All right, we'll do that. We'll let you back to it. We hear you're busy on the road running errands, so we'll get back to that. But we appreciate you visiting with us, and good luck down the road.
Likewise. Thanks for having me on.
Thank you.
All right. Bye, y'all.
All right. That's when it's live, that's what happens.
That's good.
Live stuff happens.
It does.
You never know.
No, you don't.
You never know what's going to happen in this place. It happens. What story do you got over there? You got a story about a monkey?
I have, the monkey that escapes the Dollar General.
What?
Yeah.
How'd the monkey escape the Dollar General?
How do you think the monkey escaped Dollar General?
What happened?
Oh, God. Police in Texas are asking the public to be on the lookout for a 7-month-old capucha. Is that how you say that? Monkey? Capucha? Capuchin. Monkey that escaped from its owner at the Dollar General store. Lawrence Jolly, store manager at the Dollar General in, what is that?
Corrigan? I don't know.
Oregon? Yeah.
Somewhere.
Said the monkey's owner had came into the store to buy bottled water. She came and brought the bottle and said that it is for her pet monkey, and she goes outside. She feeds the monkey bites her and took off. Jolly said the diaper-wearing monkey headed into the woods behind the store. The monkey, named Boss, is 7 months old and is trained to become a service animal. That sounds about right.
Service? How's it going to serve? What I want to know is, did the monkey get caught? And if
Yes.
it gets caught, in today's times, you can't have corporal punishment. So I'm guessing the monkey's going to get a good talking to, right?
Right.
That or they're going to spank him. I don't know. What else you got over there? You got anything else? Anything else interesting?
Not that I'm aware of. What do you have?
A kickball player got banned from Tinder.
Oh, Lord.
I guess Tinder. Do you know anything about Tinder dating site? I mean, I know it's a site,
No.
I know when Tex was here, he was on Grinder, but I don't know about Tinder.
No.
I don't know about that's before my time. But so this kickball player got banned from Tinder. So in Rhode Island, which is a tiny place way up north, a kickball player named Gina Pinocchio, I guess her last name, was banned for life from Tinder when they realized she was using the app to recruit teammates for an adult kickball club. So she's going on there. She's going on there getting is it male or female she's going after? Because that'd be Grindr, wouldn't it? Isn't that? All right, let me see. All right, so one day she logged in and it says, "You're banned for life." She's like, "What happened?" So they put a huge deterrent on her recruiting, dubbed as the Kickball Cupid. They found out that 25 players through the app, including 18 for her team, and another 7 helped fill out rosters in other leagues. I'm like, what? Why are they mad? Do you pay for this app? I mean, do you have to pay for the service? So are they getting money? I mean, I don't know. So she would host a dinner meetup with the people that were interested, so they could meet other people from the league. And they hit it off, and everybody liked each other, so they add them to the team. But then the Tinder guideline states that soliciting and other uses is prohibited. So it says it's fine to invite your matches to something that you're doing, but if the purpose of your profile is to advertise your event or your business, nonprofit, political campaign, contest, or to conduct research, we're going to delete your accounts. So old Pinocchio here is only 30 years old. She also used Bumble, BFF, to find kickball recruits. The general manager of the team, Joanna, said that she was proud of what she was doing. She's, I support it. I mean, we're looking for people. I mean, everybody's on the phone. Nobody watches TV. Nobody's on the internet. On general internet. Everybody's on an app somewhere looking at stuff. So it's hard to find. It's hard to find people. You can't find. It's hard to find good kickballers nowadays. I mean, you can't find a good kickballer. This club, formerly known as the World Adult Kickball League, operates in 15 states. Dallas. So there's one here in Dallas. It says 15 states, and it says Dallas. Dallas not a state, but it could be. So I guess there's one here. So we need to find out about this kickball league.
I think you need to join a kickball league.
I'll join the kickball league. I'll do that. The last big league I was in was out of high school when I was in the paid to play softball league. And that was fun. Co-ed softball. Co-ed softball. They had the money, so I played. What else do we have? What time is it now? We got time. Okay, so Lindsay of the Last Take Photography.
Yes, sir.
What is your plan? What do you got coming up? What are you going to shoot? What's going on with the photography?
Well, of course, we've got the PBR. Absolutely.
Yes.
And super excited to shoot that. That was on my bucket list of things to shoot.
Yeah.
So I'm like, yes, finally. I can mark that one off the list.
But what's all the stuff you shoot? You shoot rodeo stuff, you shoot bull ridings, you shoot ranch rodeos. What's all the stuff you like to shoot?
I will shoot anything.
Anything with a camera.
Anything.
Uh-oh.
Yes.
Did you hear that? Anything.
Well, no, hey.
Boudoirs, whatever, she's shooting it.
I would do it, maybe. Why not?
Okay. She'll shoot it.
I will.
If you want to get shot, she'll shoot you. I mean, just look it up. Last Take Photography. Get shot.
Yes.
Get shot
absolutely.
by Lindsay. Okay.
On the UBF. I'm excited to shoot the UBF.
The UBF?
Yeah.
Yeah, because they're doing
like those guys. Yeah, that's
on that paper. I lost mine.
It's the 21st is their World Finals.
And so you'll be back for that.
Yes, sir.
You got a road trip coming up, but you'll
Yes,
be
I
back
do.
for the. That's what we're going to do. The last half. We're doing the last half of PBR
Yeah.
because that's what everybody remembers anyway. Nobody cares who won the first round. They want to know who won. So,
It's the 22nd is the day of all days.
yeah.
But yeah.
So that's going to be some good stuff.
Yeah.
Rodeo Clothing Company. Rodeo Clothing Company. They got some new shirts out. I forgot to tell you earlier today, but it does have words on it. They got words on them. If you can spell, it says rodeo. They got logos, or they're Pearl Snap button-up shirts. Look them up on Amazon if you want to get one. And do you have a flash of that? A flip-flop video of those Rodeo Clothing shot shirts? Yeah, check these out. They got a lot of stuff.
They got a women's line.
So look them up, men's and women's
Thanks.
clothes.
Cool.
They got them. They're nice shirts. They fit good. They're great for the arena. So check those out. Look them up on if you don't follow them on Facebook and the Instagram, look up Rodeo Clothing Company. Follow those guys because they pay the bills. So check it out. Make sure you do that. I've been watching. We talked about this. I did a Twitter Spaces the other day about Outer Range because Outer Range came out. There's a show called Outer Range. Look at this, see what you think about that, and then I'm going to give you my random ideas.
This land, this family, it's always been kind of like a dream to me. I don't know, part of me, I guess. Figured one day I'd wake up.
I'm looking for the Abbott Ranch.
Yeah, we're not a tourist ranch.
Come on, I was looking at camp. Only be a few days. Autumn.
Royal.
Glad to finally meet you.
Why are you here?
You see that? I've been drawing it for years, and now I see it all over the place here.
You stay away from her, you understand? And that goes for everyone.
I want that land.
Why?
There's something out there.
What is this, Royal?
I don't know what it is.
This will just be our little secret.
I want you west, Pastor, because I want you west, Pastor.
Why west?
You tell me.
Something's happening here. Something bigger than you and me. And the world's been waiting for something like this.
There'll be no strings to bind your head.
You ever wonder if the world's not what you think it is? No law, no order, just chaos all the way down.
There'll be no strings.
Hello.
Something is coming. Something is happening.
Just call me angel of the morning, angel.
Please, can you quit it?
Just call me angel of the morning, angel. Just touch my cheek before you leave me.
Are you scared? I don't know this. Okay, here's the deal. I mouthed off, and we run the trailer on stuff because it was coming out, and everybody's wanting to capitalize on Yellowstone. They want to get the Yellowstone fame, so everybody wants to do a Western. Even Stephen Baldwin did a Western, and allegedly the movie was going so bad he shot someone to get publicity for it. So everybody wants to be a Western now. So that's what happened here. This show, I have no idea what's going on. I've watched the entire season. I don't know. I can tell you if you haven't seen it, I'm going to spoil it for you. So you got the guy who, they've got a ranch, they've got kids, the kids' wife is gone. Kind of like there's a lot of Yellowstone-esque stuff to it, with the exception of the space-time continuum, whatever it is. So you got a guy that's got a family. They got a ranch. Out there in the ranch, at the pasture, there's a big hole. Stuff falls in it. Later it reappears. And then at some point throughout the season, the hole closes. And maybe it'll come back. I don't know. So you find out later that the guy, Josh Brolin, is from the 1700s.
Oh.
He's from the 1700s.
Okay.
He is out hunting with his dad. This is at the end of season 1. So if you hadn't seen it, I'm just going to run it for you. He's out hunting with his dad. They're shooting a deer. He shoots his dad and kills him. So he's scared. So he runs away and he falls in a hole.
The hole.
He's like, I'm done with it. I'm ending my life. I'm going out like the Judds. Boom. In the hole. Too soon?
Well.
Okay. Sorry about that. So he goes in the hole. And then he comes out, and this is 1870 something. He comes out like 1965. just wanders up to this farmhouse, and they just take him in. We'll raise him. This kid just wanders up to the house, and we're gonna raise him. Like, all right.
That makes sense.
Yeah, so we just raise this kid. So he finally tells his eldest kids that later. Then there's some random girl that shows up out of nowhere. Similar to Yellowstone. Yeah, random girl showed up out of nowhere. Shows up out of nowhere. She's got these weird drawings, all these weird drawings. She ends up being the granddaughter, which is the granddaughter's there, the girl's there, they see each other. Later on, it's nuts. I don't know what's happening. I have no idea. I'm just going to tell you, I watched the first season. I will not watch the next one because I have no idea what's going on. Y'all can watch and tell me because I'm just as confused as the rest of you. I'm not big on sci-fi stuff. I watch westerns, but when you start doing Twilight Zone or Twilight, whatever, all that vampire, supernatural, spiral, whatever, I'm out. I'm done. I can't do it.
It's not McClintock or anything like
No,
that.
huh? But this is a ghost. There's no spooks in this show at all. There's no ghost anywhere. The funny thing is, one of the kids is supposed to be a bull rider, and he doesn't make it back to the finals because this little bitty town has a series of their own. Apparently, he doesn't make it back to the finals, so he's sitting there eating dinner with his random girlfriend that pops up every now and then throughout the show, and she tells him that she found out that he made it back to the finals because the guy that beat him at the rodeo failed a drug test.
Because that's a thing.
Yeah, I'm like, that was like episode 2. I was like, wait, I wanted to rewind that. I was gonna film that, but I was like, what are you talking about? You haven't. So I was like, I'm out on that. Then the farming stuff, the ranching stuff. I just can't watch those. I can't watch a movie that's so that you're nitpicking the whole thing.
Yeah.
Just like I did the same thing with Yellowstone, and I told them guys that when the first season of Yellowstone came out, I watched the first episode, or first I think a couple episodes, maybe 1 or 2 episodes, and I turned it off. I didn't watch it again. I didn't watch it again until the second season came out, and I started doing stuff with the charities and having people on the show. I was like, well, crap, I better watch this.
Yeah, now you got to watch. Now you have to watch it.
But then after I got through it, and like they told us before, he told us, like, look, this is a TV show. A lot of this stuff's going to happen. A lot of stuff's going to miss. It's not going to be 100%.
Right.
Time constraints, we can't do that. Just be glad that our way of life is the #1 show on TV. I was like, okay, I can deal with that. But that's what happened in Yellowstone when Luke Grimes, goes out to catch this wild stallion.
Yeah.
And then he's haltered in the trailer. He backs him out.
His shoes.
Yeah, his shoes.
Shoot it.
I turned it off. I was like, I'm done. This is not happening.
Yeah, I thought the same thing.
And so I turned it off. I didn't watch it again until the second season came out.
Yeah, but it's still good.
They had the calf. You had the cow.
It just jumped up and ran off.
The Angus cow had a Holstein calf, and then they got it run off.
Yeah, that was pretty rough. I'll give you that one. It's like I have never seen a calf bounce up that fast in my life. And
then later on,
the magic of TV, I guess.
Yeah, and some people may have caught this. I don't know. Maybe just with me. But I guess this was the last season when he had the Coyote Ugly girl that he had riding with him, and they had the calf that was out. Mm-hmm. There was a calf on the side of the road. Mm-hmm. If you look at that calf, you can tell the halter marks. They took the halter off that calf. Well, I was standing there. I was like, you got halter marks on that calf. Come on, guys. Where's your hair and makeup? You'll brush it or something.
Right. Well, yeah.
And I was like, well, nobody probably seen that. So.
No.
And then I made a TikTok about this. They cut the fence to let the calf in, and they cut the fence at the T-post. You do not cut the fence at the T-post. You got to cut it in the middle so you can put it together. Yeah, so he cuts the fence right there. It's like, come on, guys, get better at that. So, what else? We got anything else over there? Flowers. We got flowers for Saturday. Oh, it's Saturday, Sunday. I will be in Quitman, Texas, at the Work and Ranch Challenge. I have the last 2 I went to because I got to do so many to get to the finals. The last 2 I got 3rd in the all around and picked up check in the roping. Then the last one I went to, I got 2nd all around and picked up a check in the roping. So I'm headed out there Sunday to Quitman, Texas to try to do better. You got to do better every time. You always want to do better. So I'll be there Sunday, and then the following Saturday, I will be in Roy City for the Day Work Challenge that the Texas Cowpokes put on. So you got two associations, or one's association, one's just pretty much a jackpot. They put on similar events, and they're a good time. So if you got a horse, you want to have fun with it, go out there and ride it. Do that. Out of range. What else? What are you watching on Netflix? What did you watch?
Oh, God.
What's the last thing that you watched?
The last thing I watched on Netflix. It's been a minute since I've even been on Netflix. I don't know.
You don't?
I really don't know.
You don't?
I'm thinking.
Amazon?
Well, I did watch
Streaming?
Deadwood.
Streaming? Deadwood? That's been over for a long time.
I know, but it's good. You can't not watch
You watching
it.
it again?
Yeah.
Rewatching?
Sure.
Okay.
I'll watch Deadwood anytime.
Rewatch it. What's it on?
HBO. It was on HBO. But they have it on Amazon Prime.
Last thing I watched on HBO was The Righteous Gemstones. If you haven't seen that, that's some good stuff. It's an acquired taste, though.
I haven't seen that. What is it about?
It's an acquired taste.
We're just going to leave it at that?
Yeah. It's an acquired taste, right up the alley of Eastbound and Down.
I gotcha.
But it's funny stuff. So you got anything else you want to throw out there to the people before we get the heck out of here?
People need to come to Fort Worth.
Okay.
They need to come and enjoy the stockyards and everything that they've got going on the next 2 weeks. It's going to be amazing. It's going to be a fun time.
And she'll shoot you while you're there.
I will.
With her camera. They're like, well, it's Texas, so, they
Yeah.
might have some guns. So. No, it's the camera. It don't hurt. It won't hurt. Unless you get hit with it.
Right, well, yeah, that's possible.
Okay. We're out of here. That's the last take. Photos on the internet. Look it up.
Yep.
Google it. Find it. Watch it. Follow it. See what's happening. And I'm out of here.